I wonder if this is what Irving meant by answers.
Not sure. But obviously there's a connection here with Umbrella. And that's never a good sign.
We can worry about this later. First, we need to find out about Jill.
You're right. Let's see what we can dig out.
Invisible wall. Investigate. And what use would they have for all this equipment down here? To extract the original T-virus. You guys are stupid. I'm sorry, the progenitor virus, or whatever it was called.
Ooh, investigate.
Oh, it's keeping the plants alive.
Looks like water purifiers. The water is probably for the flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, ooh, jewel, sweet.
They weren't. Wait, I wasn't. They weren't after these flowers, were they? Maybe they were. Sheva, you don't know. You don't know. This is Wesker we're talking about. Actually, it's not Wesker we're talking about. This is pre-Wesker. Where are we even supposed to go? Just like run around and investigate?
Nah, we gotta get over here. The other side. But, like you said, let's look around a bit.
See if there's any shiny in there.
That's what I'm thinking.
I see a shiny! That's the first entrance.
You got the new gun, right? There it is. Nice.
Ooh, it sounds nice.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going?
Over. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, as I figured, I switched rifles in favor of the one you pick up right off the bat, because it seems like it does a lot more damage, but it is bolt action.
Oh, let's actually read this. From Chief Researcher something. 1966, when they found...
I'm reading!
Yay! Mr. Spencer once spoke of a flower called Stairway to Sun. Supposedly, this flower would give a person who consumed it incredible abilities. Everyone thought it was nothing more than a rumor or legend that Mr. Spencer was telling us. But later research would prove us wrong.
Holy shit.
The first person to recognize the fidelity, I guess that means the true validity, haha, of that story was my researcher, Dr. James, was my teacher, Dr. James Marcus, who is the guy from Resident Evil 0. Stop! He hypothesized that the virus, hereto unknown, might exist that could alter DNA. The man was... what does that mean?
Perspicacious?
What's up with these big words? I'm an English major, I don't know these words. His hypothesis turned out to be correct. The virus discovered in the flowers was labeled progenitor. Oh,
Good job, babe.
It actually came from... I told you! For 3 months in Africa, we worked diligently, fretted over results, and starved off and staved off attacks from the native Haya. No, that's the people who have been trying to kill us recently, the tribal guys.
Ooga booga?
Yeah. Don't be racist, babe.
I'll try.
After such time, our efforts was finally rewarded. Even Dr. Marcus, who until yesterday looked exhausted, was in good spirits. He wants to return home as soon as possible to delve deeper into his research. I feel the same way. I want to learn the secrets of this progenitor virus as soon as possible. 1967. That's a long.
Yeah.
We've hit the metamorphical brick wall. We brought the progenitor flower back from Africa and attempted to cultivate it here. And the initial culture samples of the progenitor virus have not shown the DNA altering characteristics. We cultivated, is that right?
Yeah.
I know how to read, my god.
I told you I should read.
Okay, you read it then.
We cultivated the flower to mass produce the progenitor virus. At first, everything proceeded smoothly. The plants were strong and grew quickly. In a short amount of time, they flowered. But here's when a major problem surfaced. The flowers did not contain the progenitor virus. Oh my god. Perhaps the environment in which they were grown triggered the development of the virus. This matter must be investigated further. We've made no progress. We've tried cultivating the flower under different conditions, with no luck in triggering development of the virus itself. Thus far, we have tried changing the soil, water, temperature, and light exposure, all with no success. I got into a heated debate with Dr. Marcus about the direction this research was taking. During the debate, Mr. Spencer interjected some foolhardy notion of starting a company. Oh, what a concept. Without the progenitor virus, there's no point in starting a company. Does he not see that? It's all pointless.
What company could that have been?
Try so?
Umbrella. We're talking about 30 some years ago? 40 years ago, jeez.
Yeah. 2000s.
The Code Veronica. We're getting into a lab. Careful. These things are bitches.
What are they?
If they're what I think they are, there's something called a liquor.
Didn't somebody on YouTube warn us about those?
Yeah. I can't wait to get to the liquors. Read document. Haha. From Chief Researcher Brandon's journal, number 2. Oh, this is the same guy. Here. You want to read it then?
Let's continue our story. It's been over a year since we've had any breakthroughs. That's why Dr. Marcus and I had decided to return to Africa. We can no longer continue our research without the progenitor virus. I know those routine attacks by the are really going to hurt my nerves, but for the sake of our research, I'll persevere.
Sorry.
In the face of my foreseen dismay was Mr. Spencer, who provided the answer. If you were worried about the shit, then we'll...
Nipaya.
Nipaya. Then we'll just have to remove them from the equation. I can only imagine the look of shock on our faces. The idea never occurred to us. It was kind of atypical solution to our problem, but it seemed to be the only option available. Dr. Marcus and I decided to try Mr. Spencer's plan. Finally, some good news. We've learned they were able to chase the Nipaya off their land. The land we acquire only amounts to half of those underground runs, but if we enclose the area where the progenitor flower grows, then there should be no issues. Mr. Spencer said he plans to construct research facilities at the site, which will expedite our research into the virus. We hastily made our preparations to depart for Africa, but Mr. Spencer requires that Dr. Marcus stay in Raccoon City to take over training center. Is Marcus the guy who was in the movie, who turned crazy mad and destroyed the facility pretty much?
No, that's... Marcus was in Resident Evil 0.
What was the name of the crazy guy? The brother of the...
No, I don't remember.
Okay, no. We were initially taken aback by this request, but we soon realized it was a logical course of action. Dr. Marcus needs a calm environment to properly conduct his research. If he were in Africa, there would be no proper facility for him to use at this time. I just hope the African research facilities get built soon. So now I will go alone to Africa and send back samples of progenitor virus to Dr. Marcus. Both Dr. Marcus and Mr. Spencer agree this is the best course of action. I have to start making preparations to go. I have a feeling I'll be pretty busy starting tomorrow. Jeez, there's more.
Oh, wow.
I've been in Africa for 2 weeks now. It's a good thing Dr. Marcus isn't here. This place is far from being a paradise of research and scientific study. The so-called research facilities are nothing more than a bunch of tents, and we have to employ armed soldiers to keep the papaya at bay. But the thing that gets on my nerves the most is the sound of the construction for the real research facilities. How am I supposed to concentrate on research when everything is threatening to drive me insane? I'm trying to just concentrate on extracting virus samples from the progenitor flowers so I can send them to Dr. Marcus. Hopefully, if I focus on my work, I can remain sane in this godforsaken place. 69! The research facilities are finally completed. This is the real Umbrella African Research Center, not just some pile of tents. But I've come to realization in the past 9 months the facilities are too small for our needs. We need to make them larger and more sustainable for research. Then we can fill them with more talented researchers. This place needs to be our frontline in our progenitor virus research. Our results will do a great service to Dr. Marcus and his viral research. In rare turn of events, that old skinflint Spencer actually agreed with me on this.